Okay, welcome to the final game of the first day. We have NCTE versus EFOL. Both teams are Storm, so it should create some entertaining moments. And let's take a look. Ohio, Kremlin, Des Moines, Mino, Moscow, Stalin, Gearing, Z52, and Holland against another Montana, Yamato, Worcester, Salem, Mino, Double Goliath, Daring, and Z52. So one team goes for triple DD, one team goes for 2 destroyers.
Also, interestingly, Ohio Kremlin a bit more pushy, whereas Montana Yamato a little bit more standoff. Which is kind of interesting. So on this map, the ability to cross-shot, like we saw in the last game with those Des Moines, is pretty nasty.
So they're sending Kremlin to the left. He spawned on the right, they're sending it to the left. And Ohio is going to be going to the right. Okay. Z52 is going immediately for the middle. Holland going for C. Gearing and Mino going for A. Des Moines seems to be going for A as well.
No Clebers in this match. It's
yeah.
One of, if not the only match where there hasn't been a Kleber.
I'm honestly just happy to see Gearing, Z, and Daring again.
Absolutely.
Those 3 destroyers used to be the core of every team before. It was just depending on what did you need. Did you need smokes and just a simple gunboat with decent torps, or did you need that hydro for contesting the cap, or Daring, which was a bit an odd choice always, because it's a very strong destroyer, but if you have a lot of radars and everything like that, at least you have that heal going for you, right? And really, really awesome DPM. I'm just really happy to see the return of these DDs.
Z52 will get B for free. Nothing anywhere near to jeopardize that. Let's see now what they do with Squizzer. Probably send over to A to support.
I think these guys might actually get C for free as well if they put that Holland fast enough inside. Daring does seem to be a bit far out. And it's not the fastest DD. Yama, Mino, Goliath, Worcester, and Daring all going for C. What are they going to run into? Holland, Moscow, Kremlin. So there should be some sort of a push happening from EFOL.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. So this Kremlin obviously is not designed to push around because it's got not that much with it. So the Mosfar is way up on the A line, avoiding being detected. So I'm guessing the Kremlin is there to meet a push, if there is one. And there is going to be one by the looks of it. But interestingly, EFOL going, like, completely ignoring B, just going for a half and half split. Zed beginning to contest a cap A now.
Gearing is dropping smoke from Minotaur on A. And the only radar they have here is Salem. So this Mino could actually do decent amount of damage, providing he has eyes.
Interesting that the Gearing chose not to smoke just into the cap slightly, so that the Mino might have an option of capping, but I don't think that's something they want to risk. Yeah, range unchanged being pretty.
I mean, if you take a look,
cautious.
If you take a look at the EFOL's team, Worcester, Salem, Minotaur, they don't have a single 12-kilometer radar. They have what, 9, 8.5, and 10, and very, very kind of light in comparison to Russian cruisers. Okay, Mino finally opens fire.
Torpedoes towards the smoke screen, the Gearing left, but they're at the wrong end. The Minotaur is quite safe. Ohio taking a little bit of incoming there.
I don't think Z52 knows what to do now.
No, that's what
He's like, I wasn't supposed to get this for free.
yeah, like there's nobody here. What do I do? I guess they're just waiting to see which side needs support. But the problem is, if you don't do either,
Yeah, he's just a waste.
you're a waste of ship. So you might as well send it to one side or the other. I think
You have to
they're
just
sending
be
it towards
careful
Charlie.
to not get caught off
Yeah,
behind the enemy lines, and that's about it.
it looks like they're sending it towards Charlie, which I think is a good decision because if you send it over towards A, there's not much that the Z can do to the Salem and the Goliath from this side. Whereas going over towards Charlie, there's more opportunity to get torps on the Daring or the Worcester. Maybe help the Howland out a little bit. Okay, torps into those cruisers. One catches the island. One heading for Goliath. It's going to skim the paint.
Phew, that
Yep.
was close. That was really close.
Okay, torps also heading towards Howland.
Okay. No
Yeah,
panic there.
crossing, that's okay. It's funny how the normal, what I think of as the normal speed torpedoes now look so slow compared to the fast ones.
I think there's just the EFOL is playing a little bit too slow and too safe on C,
Hmm.
considering it's 5 versus 3, really.
Yeah, I was kind of honestly expecting some kind of mad push around the 10 line. They seem to have rushed to camp, which...
And look at this, they're pushing crazy, like crazy on A, where it's 4v4. But
Yeah.
5v3, take it slow. Nice and easy, boys. It's incredible. So they're not afraid to push, it's just, it feels like they're not aware that
Of
they
what's
are
there.
strongly outnumbering and outgunning the enemy. And now Z is coming to C, so this is turning into a 5v4 with cross torps, and that Stalin could always make it into a 5v5. But then I guess if Stalingrad makes it 5v5, then they're gonna push. Well, they have A, and they are pushing NCTE back.
Goliath on this corner is... I think he has an opportunity to maybe push that Des Moines, Salem going around the back as well.
I think Salem is just gonna go around and one-shot this Des
Well,
Moines.
that big smack on the Des Moines there from Montana.
Oh, Des Moines going forward. He does have a hydro, I believe, running. Hydro or radar, so he
I can
sees
see it's a
Salem.
radar running.
He definitely sees Salem coming.
I guess that's what he's going forward.
Yeah.
The trouble is the Montana will be reloading very shortly.
And if he continues going like this, then the lives smack him. I mean, let's be honest,
Yep.
this Des Moines is good as dead. That's pretty much what's happening here. I just find it weird that 4v4 they're pushing this
Yeah.
strong and winning. On the other side, 5v3, it's like no.
Let's push the difficult side
And win.
and camp the... Yeah, I don't get it either.
What's the best
Well, I mean-
place to push? Somewhere where the enemy thinks they're so strong they don't expect you to push. That's where we're gonna push.
Well, maybe. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Because if you're in NCTE's shoes on A, you're going to be thinking, okay, well, we've got the advantage, so all we have to do here is defend. They're never going to push. They'll push the other end. Oh, hang on a minute. What are they doing? Oh no. Oh, Des Moines dead. That's probably how the conversation went.
Maybe.
They are now pushing on Charlie as well.
Yeah. And I don't think, considering they got themselves pushed out in 4v4, I don't think NCT is going to be able to do anything now on C. Like, their biggest asset here was that Z-52 side shot torpedoes. But he doesn't seem to be connecting anything. I'm just curious, this Minotaur. Sure, Yamato is going to be pushing Moskva back, so he's taking a little bit of a risk, I guess.
I think it's pretty safe in there. I don't. The Kremlin's not going to be able to lob that end of the island unless he doesn't stop. Where is the Kremlin looking? Oh, the Kremlin's actually shooting Worcester. Okay, Mino having a go at Halland.
Yeah, I'm taking some torps. Holland did drop torpedoes from Mino, but that's not gonna happen.
EFOL starting to leave A now and work their way towards B. I think NCTE are trying to regroup a little bit. So you've got the Ohio Minotaur gearing group heading back towards Stalingrad and Z52. So maybe they're trying to stop that push out of A.
Yeah, they're dropping a smoke for Minotaur. And this is the problem, like you can push A, but what happens once you push out of A? You have insane surface of open sea. And if the enemy holds B, the more you push, the better the side shots you're giving. So you have to be careful how you kind of push out of this. You might just not want to go and chase.
Also well taken down there by Minotaur and Yamato. Which...
yeah, I think any window that these guys had is kind of closing. Now, EFOL has 2 caps, more points, and both flanks.
Torpedo's heading towards EFOL Yamato, though.
Oh, that's true.
4 of those.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep.
Okay, Yama goes down. It's a good catch. EFOL has to be careful to not overextend on A. Because if they overextend, they're going to die. And then they might lose A.
If you look at the minimap, there's kind of like a bowl shape of EFOL players surrounding NCTE. But as you say, they need to be careful not to overextend. It's always the danger that I think a lot of teams make this mistake, particularly in...
They get lured.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something that we see, you quite often see at the higher, like the last stages of King of the Sea, where a lot of teams they'll flex away from the caps and they'll let the enemy team overextend. And then turn around and smack the lead ships.
Well, the points are almost identical, but all 3 caps are now in EFOL's control. And if you take a look at NCTE's position, they're not going to be anywhere close to A. That Z's playing a dangerous game, but he's probably not going to go for it, at least not when Goliath is there. Stalingrad is getting kind of... Okay, Salem gets deleted. They're still leading on points, even though they have no caps. Okay, I was about to say, Stalingrad's probably not going to be going in B because of that guy, but now... Although he's going to die. Okay, Z52 definitely overextended and he's caught, so he might go down. Can he do anything before he goes down? Can he make it like a trade?
I think a trade is possible, yeah. Currently winning that match.
Missing shots he can't afford. Okay, so he gets Z. But then he dies. Yeah, so A is now completely out of reach. B is out of reach. And C is just infested with enemy ships. So what do you do here?
So there's 2 things. You have to kill everything or you have to get in the camps. They can't get in the camps because there's not enough time to actually physically get there. So the only answer is they have to start killing red ships.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Montana just took a little bit of a smack from Ohio. Montana running, HE out from gearing, AP out from Minotaur, shot out towards Ohio from Midnas. Yeah, a little 4K there. Montana may go down here. NCTE are pushing back towards the caps. They do need this Montana kill for the points.
Ohio goes down.
Buys them another 30 seconds or so. But the only cap they can push into is this one with this blob in it.
Worcester is gonna die, or Mino, depending on who the Kremlin decides to shoot here. If he gets to shoot anybody. Okay, he shoots Worcester. I just don't know, did he fire both guns? Okay.
Nope.
The best they could have hoped for here is that he somehow one-shots Minotaur. Like one shot on Worcester, one shot on Mino. But then even then, he dies, and then you have Daring Goliath versus Holland. So that means still you can't get set foot in those two caps. Minotaur may be looking frightening with this shower of shells on Goliath, but it's not like Goliath is going to die anytime soon. And I don't know... No, Gearing does not have enough time to make it into B, so this is going to be it.
Yeah, Hallam
EFOL is going to take this.
Hallam will get to the cap, but no, he won't even get to the cap. There we go, GG EFOL.
Yeah, there we go. Congrats. And that is going to be it for the first day of King of the Sea.